cross-discipline collaboration of performing arts and language arts and history. More than 400 Boston Public School students are getting ready for their annual Martin Luther King Jr. celebration. And joining us now are Tony Beatrice. He's Executive Director of the Arts, and Dr. Angela Hedley-Mitchell, Executive Director of Humanities for the Boston Public Schools. You just got your doctorate, so we have to give you the shout out, right?
Thank you.
Congratulations, right, Tony? We
Absolutely.
got it in. Okay, so Tony, this is the 41st year of this celebration. What makes it significant in the traditions of the district?
So I think the anti-racist practices of Martin Luther King, we try to thread that throughout all that we do in our curriculum. In the arts in particular, we've really spent a long time looking at the racist practices that exist. So like typecasting in theater, cultural appropriation in visual arts, minstrelsy songs, and how do we instead change the narrative in our arts education to give students an opportunity to be facilitator, to be a composer, a choreographer, a scriptwriter, and then how do we bring that all together and pause at MLK Day to bring us as a district to highlight the great work that's happening
now,
in our
each
schools.
year, there's a quote from Dr. King that inspires the program. This year's is from the 1967 speech, Where Do We Go From Here?, where Dr. King said, quote, "Hate is too great a burden to bear. I have decided to love," unquote. Angela, what have you asked the students to do with that quote?
We asked students to write a poem this year. Traditionally, we've had an essay contest, but this year we're seeking students to submit submissions with poetry to talk about how they love and care and can support others in their community and how they carry out that message of togetherness and community through the work of poetry.
Now, how does this celebration fit into the work that you are doing with the students across the district?
So as the Humanities Executive Director, I'm in charge of the ELA and History departments, and part of our content standards, of course, is to explore the life of Dr. King and his work. And what we want to have an opportunity for students to do is to express themselves and see the message of Dr. King and how that lives within their lives today and their experiences within their school and their community.
Tony, thankfully there's been an expansion of arts in the district in recent years, including a graduation requirement. How have you been able to do this?
Well, actually, it goes back to 2009 when Carol Johnson was the superintendent of the Boston Public Schools, and through a partnership with EdVestors, which is a nonprofit, I call them our partners of partners, and all the partners in the city, we began an investment in the arts through collaboration with our museums, our creative youth development organizations, and over time, those partnerships have increased and become more deeply involved at the school level, but also the amount of teachers has increased. So at this point in time, we have over 300 certified arts teachers in the BPS, and last year, now arts is a graduation requirement. So with that came about an additional 30 plus teachers.
Excellent, excellent. This event is going to be held at the Burke this year. Can you tell us a little bit about what makes this location special and how this school in particular will be participating in the event?
So one cool fact about the Burke, it's actually where Donna Summer went to high school.
Okay, now.
And she participated in the music department. And also it highlights the work that's happening with our new graduation requirement. Traditionally, the Burke had visual arts and media arts, and now with this new investment, we now have music and dance. And so a pretty cool collaboration is the dance teacher is, and the students worked with the music teacher, and they're doing a collaborative piece with steel pan and dance ensemble.
Now you have 12 different ensembles performing.
Correct.
I'm sure you can't pick a favorite, but is there a group in particular that you are looking forward to seeing and watching perform?
For sure. I definitely have to say the Horace Mann School for the deaf and hard of hearing, the Definitely Dance crew. It's really impactful to watch their performances every year, and they've been part of this festival for a long time. And it's definitely my favorite part of the performance.
Tell me how this impacts the students. Angela, what kind of feedback do you get from students and the parents that participate?
The students get really excited, especially with this collaboration, that students who are not doing a performing art have the opportunity to express themselves through written word. And we invite those students to actually read their pieces at that celebration, and parents are so excited when they hear that their student is participating or even have won the competition across grades K to 12, and our elementary parents are super excited to see the work that their students are producing and the creativity that comes out. And
not only are you teaching them arts, you're teaching them life skills, you're teaching them confidence and how to present in the world, right?
Yes. And they have the opportunity to have this stage where they can express themselves and have an opportunity to speak to what's important to them.
That's great. That's great. So Tony Beatrice, Executive Director of the Arts, and Dr. Angela Hedley-Mitchell, Executive Director of Humanities for Boston Public Schools. Thank you both for joining us.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, the celebration is on Thursday, January 11th at the Jeremiah Burke High School in Dorchester from 6 to 8 p.m. The performance is free and open to the public.